Okay, hi guys.
Hi.
So we're gonna do a discussion today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Athala, and I'm gonna be your moderator today. So please introduce yourself. Starting from you.
Hello guys, my name is Stefanie. Hello guys, my name is Nathania Amanda.
My name is Stanley as a participant.
My name is Sean.
Okay, so before we start our topic, does anybody know what is marijuana? Please start from anybody.
This is a type of drug.
Type of drug.
Psychoactive drug.
Marijuana is a type of plant that contains additive.
Oh, okay.
Marijuana is a substance produced from the cannabis sativa plant.
Oh, okay. So basically, what you're saying is right. So marijuana is like a type of drug from a plant called cannabis, and it is used to so many things. So our topic today is: should marijuana be legal? In our country, in Indonesia, it is not legal here. You can get jailed by using or possessing it, even planting it. But in other countries, like in Europe and in some states in America, it's legal. So what do you guys think? Should marijuana be legal?
I think marijuana should be legalized.
Yeah, I have the same opinion too.
Okay. Why? Why is that? Do you have any arguments?
I think most of people know that marijuana is a narcotic that have a negative impact for us. But that the stereotype that world has that narcotic is bad for us. But people so busy with that kind of stereotype until people didn't realize that marijuana, which are one type of narcotic, have a hidden benefit that is very important in our life. The example of the benefit, the first one is to slow and stop cancer cells. There are research in San Francisco in 2007 that reported that CBD, which are one elements in marijuana, can prevent cancer from spreading. And the result is positive because it makes cancer less aggressive and less spreading in our body. The second is to control type of muscle spasms because marijuana able to calm the attack immediately and relaxing the diaphragm and our muscle. The third example is marijuana can prevent Alzheimer. The research in 2006 report that THC slow the formation of amyloid plaques by blocking the enzyme in the brain. This plaque can kill the brain cell and prevent Alzheimer. So from this case we can see that marijuana can very be useful for medicine.
So I want to add to that. We can take a case which happened in Indonesia as an example. So looking back to the February of 2017, there was a case of a man named Fidelis Ari Sudawarto from Kalimantan who was sentenced to a few months of imprisonment because he was planting weed in his background for his wife's treatment. So Fidel's wife is called Yeni. She's diagnosed with syngomyelia. So it's a type of disease that affects your spine bone marrow. So since the use of weed, Yeni's condition got better. Her paralyzed left hand, which was severe that time, got better, and she was able to move her hand again. Also, her fist-sized wounds started healing. It started covering up since she used cannabis. However, the most significant change is that Yeni is able to eat and sleep again. Before consuming marijuana, it is said by her sister that Yeni has had trouble sleeping and eating, even though she's taken sleeping pills of high dose. In addition, Yeni's appetite also increased. However, Yeni eventually passed away because Fideli was caught and he was imprisoned. So therefore, there was no one who was supplying weed for her treatment. Then her condition got worse, and she eventually passed away. Indonesia's Drug and Narcotics Department, on the other hand, thinks that Fidel's action of planting weed in his backyard cannot be tolerated because it's against Indonesia's law. I think from this case that we can see that in some ways legalizing drugs such as marijuana can be beneficial for others as it can save someone's life. So I think that maybe Indonesia's government can consider new laws to help people with those certain type of conditions.
Okay, so you both of you are saying that marijuana should be legalized. So let's say a country has a new law that marijuana is now legal. You guys are saying it's used for medicine, right? But what if someone like misused his medicine for leisure, maybe for it to be like hanging out or using it for fun, like he applied the marijuana to be his or her medicine, but they're using it for something else. Do you guys have any
Like
solutions?
a negative impact.
Yeah, I mean like what if a person came to the doctor and he kind of lied because he wants the marijuana for fun, not for medicine. What do you think?
I think that there should be some research that should be done before giving the person permission, because, like you said, people may misuse their permission for leisure. I think the doctor should dig deeper down on the person's condition, on whether if he should be able to use marijuana or not.
Do you want to add up? Okay. So, what about you guys? What do you think?
Me and Amanda don't agree of marijuana should be legal because usually people who smoke weed will feel hungry, thirsty, and want sweet food. Someone when using marijuana looks good. I feel himself or herself the most powerful, sleepy, and feels being tortured. Road accidents occur in large number due to the effects of marijuana consumption. And why? We don't agree with marijuana should be legal because marijuana can make hallucination and loss of control. This is what makes marijuana removed because it's very dangerous, especially for young people. And high levels of addictive substances can cause addiction, and it can cause lung problems, especially in breathing. If you consume 3 or 4 marijuana, is as dangerous as consume cigarette. And the last one is mental illness. At the most severe level, from losing control or hallucinations, excessive use of marijuana will make a person experience the mental disorder. How about you, Nathania?
Marijuana is usually consumed in the form of cigarettes or eaten. There are also those who mix it with liquor or other types of narcotics. Marijuana is included in the list of illegal drugs, whose use and distribution is regulated by law. Although including a type of drug, marijuana is not known as a drug. It is more in the ranks of a type of narcotics. Marijuana should not be legal because it has many negative effects. Besides lung problems, there are also other problems like skin cancer, stomach, brain cancer, like liver cancer, and many more. Marijuana can make reproductive disorders such as uterine cancer, cervical cancer, prostate cancer, cancer ovaries, impotence, and pregnancy disorders. In this indication, such as intestinal inflammation, inflammation of the liver, inflammation of the kidney failure, and hepatitis. And it can make the faster rate which is sometimes difficult to control. Decreased brain's ability to remember and think, loss of enthusiasm for activities, and tend to feel bored. In marijuana, there are addictive ingredients that can cause dependence for users. This dependence effect is very detrimental if misused or used without proper control and supervision. When marijuana is addictive, people will do anything to get it. For those who have a lot of money, will spend their while for those who cannot afford it, can be a crime. Because marijuana is illegal, marijuana user will be arrested and processed soon. The penalty for those found to have marijuana can be processed for a minimum of 4 years in prison.
Oh, okay. So you guys are saying that marijuana is still illegal and it's a crime, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So right now in Indonesia, marijuana is considered as a crime. But what if someone uses it? Do you think the right punishment is to go to jail or rehab? So like there's two options, right? We can go to jail or rehab. So what do you guys think? Which one is better for the user?
We think the better is rehab.
Why? Well, like rehab is like you go to a center or something, so you can get treated by the professionals. But it's a crime. So do you think that if a person goes out of rehab, do you think he or she will do it again? Yeah, just your opinion. What are your opinions?
If it's too severe, must enter to the jail.
It's okay. Just how bad. Yeah, just what do you guys think? Or do you guys have any comment?
Yeah, rehab is the best option for like the type first user. I think rehab is the best solution. But if the people who already use marijuana for several long time, I think, and distribute marijuana to other people, I think that people should be caught in the jail and get a penalty for that.
Oh, okay. So like, I think someone get death penalty because of distributing marijuana. Do you think it's fair?
I think if marijuana, I think it's fair if it's in the government. Yeah, I think marijuana is good in government supervision, but if not, I think marijuana can give a negative impact for us, like leisure or can make hallucination and many more.
Okay, so we're at the end of the discussion now, and I'm going to give a conclusion that marijuana has a positive and negative side effects. In half of the world, there's some that still thinks that marijuana is illegal, but right now there's so many news or countries that state that marijuana is legal. So I think we should be we should do more research about marijuana and its bad effects and its good effects, so we can use it properly. And people needs marijuana for medicine, but in other side, people can use marijuana for getting high, for having fun, and it's not good. So it has two sides, and we should do more research on that. Okay, so I think it's the end of our discussion today. Thank you for coming here and talking about the topics. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.